So we're looking at a problem of shear and shear stress. And so the problem we're looking at today is we have two plates that come together and they have a single bolt passing through them that's holding them together. And so what we want to do is to figure out what the shear stress is on the bolt. So I've gone ahead and I've just to speed things up a little bit. I did a quick calculation of the area of the bolt. As we'll show, it's actually the area of the bolt which is carrying the shear. So we're going to need that, and I figured we wouldn't waste time on it later. So it's there on the screen for you to look at if you need it. So we've done up a kind of an exploded free body diagram where we have the green plate, and you can see the 50 kilonewtons pulling it to the left, the blue plate with the 50 kilonewtons pulling it to the right. And what I've done is I've allowed myself some space in between where we're going to look at that cutting plane where we've passed our method of sections through the shear interface, which is the bolt, which is holding the two plates together. If I were to look at that and think just the top half, as we normally would with the method of sections, is I would identify that there has to be a force in the bolt, and it has to be acting to the right to counteract the 50 kilonewtons. And that can be denoted as V for shear. Now, equal and opposite to that, like all internal forces, you would also have a V acting on the bottom plate to the left to counteract the 50 kilonewtons that is trying to pull it to the right. And so classic method of sections, we actually only ever have to do half of this. We really should only lay out half of this. And so I'm just going to delete this bottom half so that we don't complicate things and do things the way we should. And I just want to kind of show how that shear was going and flowing from one plate through into the other. So having isolated the top section now, we're actually in a position where we can go and solve for the value of V. And we do that just by applying our equation of static equilibrium. I'll draw my x-axis in here so I can denote that as x. We'll set it equal to 0, and we can see that that's negative 50 kilonewtons going to the left, plus our v, which is drawn going to the right. And we can isolate for b and determine that it is indeed 50 kilonewtons and would be going off to the right because we arrived at a positive value. And so now we know the shear force in the bolt. But what we want to know is the shear stress. And just like in normal forces, the shear stress is the shear force divided by the area over which it acts. So if I want to know the shear stress, in this case, it will just average shear stress. We're going to take that force, or V, and we're going to divide it through by our area of the bolt. And so that's our we won't work in kilonewtons because we have millimeters squared. Let's get to some compatible units. I'm going to put it in 50,000 newtons, and I will divide through by 490.9 millimeters squared, and that will come out as 101.9 newtons per millimeter squared, or as we know, that's the same thing as saying 100.9 megapascals. And really it is as simple as that. It's about being able to identify your method of sections to show where that force is being transferred from, in this case, one plate to another plate, and then figure out what the force that's acting in it is and the area over which it acts. And that will give you your shear stress. So we've got another example coming up. We're going to look at what we would call a double shear with a couple welds. So hopefully I'll put up a link to it here at the end of the video so that you can follow right along and not lose any momentum.